Yeah. G'day again, folks. Okay, as you can see, we've got primer on all the parts now, all the panel parts. I was sort of hoping that this might be the final coat of primer, but yeah, it's not. There's still quite a bit of work to be done. The main body's pretty good, actually. There's a few little bits, like not the camera's even going to pick it up. Yeah. Little bits and pieces here and there that need to be touched up. A little hole in there. But basically body shape's pretty good. Got a few runs again. I sort of realised as soon as I started spraying it, started seeing pinholes appearing and stuff like that. Little bits that I missed. In here, it still needs a bit more filler. So as I said, I realised that as soon as I started putting the primer on, so then I just started laying it on heavy again, which of course I got a few more runs. But the other thing too is I wanted to lay it heavy enough on so I could get a shine on it as I was spraying it, so you get an idea of how it's going to look. It's basically pretty good. As I said, there's a few, like just now when I get the shadow on it, you can see this is a bit low here. Put a bit more filler in there. Yeah. Quite a bit of it will rub out, so it need filling, but overall it's pretty good. The good thing, like this, sort of two benefits to this, like once you get it all in one colour, you can see every little bit, every little detail will now show up. It's sort of really hard to see when you got a whole thing, like especially with this much putty. It's really difficult to see fine details and what needs more work and what doesn't, and let's see, getting it all in one colour. Points out, what you got to do. So there's little bits here. Still, that'll need a little more filler actually across that edge. So, because the thing too is, see, this was cut and welded all the way down both sides, so I had to pull it in. It's cut across the bottom down here, and that's actually come up better than I thought it was going to look. A bit more work to be done there, but yeah, I was having a lot of trouble with the putty trying to get this ridge like even, and it's come up a whole lot better. A lot of that'll just clean up just by rubbing it. So yeah, basically pretty happy with that. Good thing too, like once you get it to this stage, it changes it. It's like sort of starting again on something that's a whole lot better than what you were working on before. It's like, like starting again with something that only needs a little bit of work. So still got to clean these edges up. Got to putty it to the edge, not going to putty it over the edge. I did, this was a bit sort of rusty, surface rust, so I treated that, put some red oxide primer on that. As I said, I won't putty over the edge, I'm only going to putty to the edge. If you putty over the edge, it'll crack. You mould it up, so finish it off. Not too worried about here. I'll tidy that up a little bit. That's all underneath the tail light, so anything that's under the tail that I'm not concerned about. And here, a little more work to do on this. It's still a little bit dented, so I can't see it at the moment. Need the right sort of light to be able to see it, but a little more work to be done there. Even the parts, tail lights come up pretty good. That's a tiny bit of work on the edge. This is something that's got, it's quite damaged. That didn't have any paint on it, I'd scrubbed all the paint off that. But yeah, I still got there's all dents in the top of this. This is really solid. You wouldn't think this would get dented. This is like cast alloy or something, but yeah. There's a dent there. There's dents down here. So, yeah. That's what the primer does. Gets it to the point where you can see exactly what you need to do to finish it off now. So, anyway, as I said, I didn't sort of video it all. I was sort of rushing to get it done. I had finished it off yesterday morning before going out and getting a load of firewood. Hurt me back in the process. Had a bit of a painful night last night. Yeah, couldn't bend over, sat down, couldn't get up again. But yeah, happened before. That's okay. It's jammed up. Yeah, so put you down for a sec. It's yesterday's activities. A lot of firewood. Didn't get quite as much as I would normally get, but we got a bit left over from previous. We got a bit there, we got a bit up there still, so yeah, we got enough. And yeah, gotta go and buy a new chain. Must have hit something there. It's cutting a big log, and sometimes you get rocks or things that are inside the logs or something. Hit something anyway, and it blunting the chain, and my spare chain's that old and worn out. It's barely any teeth left on it, so yeah, that was the end of that. And yeah. Anyway, not a whole lot to show, but we are getting there. So there'll definitely be another coat of primer, but so this will be a wet 180 rub now and a bit more putty, and yeah, hopefully the next coat of primer will be the finished coat of primer. I'll be able to 400 it and start painting, but yeah, we're getting a lot closer now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Listen to me ramble. Okay, bye.